This is your $1,200 stimulus check update, second stimulus check update, as well as I'll be talking about the stimulus package and some stimulus news. As always, my videos pertain to everybody, including the underdog, the underrepresented, Social Security recipients, whether it's retirement, disability, or survivors, SSI, supplemental security income, as well as VA, and low income and even no income. But hey everybody, my name is Matt. Welcome back to another video. Today is Wednesday, September 23rd already. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. You know, I just want to say one thing. I was just thinking of this as I was saying my little intro, but I sincerely appreciate you choosing me to be your advocate. Like, I seriously want to be this person. It means a lot to me. I want to be able to be here each and every day to give you these daily updates and be the advocate for all these people who are typically underrepresented and typically don't have an advocate. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me each and every day to be this person. So thank you very much. So let's get right into this. I have a few things to talk about, and it's a little bit interesting, but let's get into this and talk about it. So yesterday evening, the House voted and passed a temporary stopgap bill to avoid a government shutdown at the end of this month. So that's good stuff. The Senate is expected to vote on this bill later this week. So at least Congress is proving to us that they can actually do their job. So this is good. Maybe they should vote on a stimulus bill. I don't know, maybe some stimulus checks. So, you know, they're on a roll. Come on, keep voting, people. Let's vote on some stimulus checks. Get it pushed through. Do it. Anyway, all right, here's where it gets interesting. So, the Federal Reserve Chairman, Jerome Powell, and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin testified in front of the House Financial Services Committee. Now, why is this important? Because Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve Chairman, basically, here's the deal. He is the leprechaun behind the printing press that prints all the money. So when he talks, everybody listens. So this is important because when he testifies, everybody's listening. Congress is listening, and they really value what he says. So when he was testifying, along with Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, both of them reiterated the fact that additional stimulus is needed. So they both said that. Also, Jerome Powell said, most forecasters who foresee additional economic growth in the United States assume further stimulus from Congress. He also went on to say, without additional stimulus, we face risks to employment and GDP. So let's go back and think for just a minute. What is the government? The government is a massive business. What does the government care about? The government cares about the economy. Why does the government care about the economy? They care about the economy because it directly affects their bottom line. In other words, tax revenues. What is the government? Why do they care about the economy, and why? How do they get the revenues? Well, through tax revenues. So they want the economy to do really well so that they can tax and get all of their tax revenues. So it's very important for them for the economy to do very well. So they know that with additional stimulus, the economy is most likely going to do much better than it would with no stimulus. So I think that's pretty interesting because, Congress is really listening to everything Jerome Powell is saying, and they really take a lot of weight into what he says. So this is important. He also said that most forecasters assume additional fiscal stimulus, and he said that it's going to take a long time. With no additional stimulus, it's going to take a very long time to get 11 million people back to work. Well, I just want to say, newsflash, Jerome, there's a lot more people. There's a lot more than 11 million people unemployed in this country. Try 30 million. Yeah, so I just feel like, dude, get your facts straight. That's not even true. 11 million, you're off by like 20 million people. So I don't know where he got this 11 million figure, but he's off by like 20 million people. Yeah, there's a lot more than 11 million unemployed in this country, which is really unfortunate. So yeah, but yeah, it certainly is interesting. But the whole moral of the story, the reason I told you that is because this guy's powerful. I mean, he really is. It's not so much that he's powerful, it's the fact that he's the Federal Reserve Chairman. When he talks, he's very important. He's very influential because everybody is listening to what he says because they look at him as like the head honcho, like he knows what's going on with the economy. But in actuality, he doesn't really know anything. Just like most of these other people. Honestly, they really don't know what's going on. Even if they did, they wouldn't publicly say it because they can't let the public know that they're, that the economy is really not doing well at all, which is the actual truth. It's not doing well at all. I mean, it's horrible. So anyway, President Trump is going to be nominating a new Supreme Court justice on Friday or Saturday. So that's probably going to stir up a whole bunch of drama later this week, over the weekend, and probably early next week. But what's interesting and what's good about this is right now, Congress has a lot on their plate as far as the government shutdown looming. So that's really good. They're voting on that. Hopefully they'll get that hashed out and completely done and over with, so we don't need to talk about it anymore. This Supreme Court justice nomination, there's a lot of controversy about that, but I feel like if they can just get one more thing off of their plate for right now so that they can get back to stimulus negotiations, that would be great. So that would be really, really good if they can get through some of these topics and just get back to the stimulus talks, because as we know, here it is, we're at Wednesday, September 23rd right now. We have one more week of September, and all I have to say is please, Congress, use this week wisely. Then we're into October, and really, we're down on time. I mean, we're running out of time, and everybody needs this stimulus. I mean, at this point, who cares about the election? Let's think of the American people. Let's think of the people in this country who drive the economy, right? I mean, that's ultimately what's most important. People are starving. People are suffering. People are losing their homes. People can't pay their bills. Let's focus on the American people for once rather than politics. It's so crazy to me that this thing is continuing to drag out. Here we are late in September, and they're still arguing and pretending to negotiate. I mean, get something done already. This is just nuts and ridiculous. But anyway, I hope this helps you to some degree. I'm continuing to watch everything, and as always, I'll bring you any updates as soon as I get them. But this is promising. At least they're getting a few things off their plate regarding at least this whole government budget ordeal. So that's good. Hopefully get that out of here. Stop talking about it, and we can move on to stimulus negotiations. What all of us care about, the stimulus checks. Come on, print them up, send them out. Actually, don't print them. That's too slow. Send them as direct deposits. Seriously. This is 2020. We don't want paper checks anymore. Nobody does. This is all digital. But anyway, I'm off on a little rant again. But have a nice day, everybody. Thank you once again for letting me be your daily advocate here. It really, truly means so much to me. So I'll catch you again soon, and thanks so much. I'll see you later. See ya.